And that's a great question. This is, obviously very fresh. We're only 1 week behind our large event. And there's a lot of post-event work that takes place. As you can imagine, that's just about as intense as the pre-event work. So the excitement of this and the request by Pheasants Forever, Quail Forever, and Howard Vincent for us to serve and our small staff have a new opportunity with a position is very, very exciting news. The role that Howard has asked me to play is to anchor the quail conservation efforts in the southeastern United States, and for this office in Albany to remain, and for this to be the southeastern regional headquarters of Quail Forever. We've worked so hard these last 2.5 years, but we've oftentimes, as I've said, we've been paddling a boat with a toothpick. This not only gives us some real oars to paddle a boat with, it gives us an outboard motor. Quail Forever has tremendous chapter and member support, and they've got all the services that you can imagine an organization of that size who has gained and earned 135,000 members should have. So I'm excited to get back out on the ground. I look forward to working specifically here in our area with the Tall Timbers Research Station and the Georgia DNR, and to ask them to partner with us. We all know that their resources in the state, on the state side, are limited. The knowledge that they have is great. The knowledge that the Tall Timbers Research Project has is great. So if we can involve our volunteers along with the youth and get out on some of these state-managed wildlife areas and have a positive impact, it'll open up the opportunity for those who have a son or a daughter or a grandson or a granddaughter and 1 or 2 bird dogs to go quail hunting in southwest Georgia. Our plantation community is fabulous, and they do a tremendous job, and they also have a great economic impact in southwest Georgia. But it's refreshing to be able to broaden the access to quail hunting to those who may not necessarily go to a plantation to hunt, own 1 or 2 bird dogs, and just would like to have a piece of land that's managed and controlled by our state, that they can have access to really good quality quail hunting. That's exciting. And then you take it much beyond Albany. We've got 3 great management areas just in the Albany area. But you take it much beyond that. And you go through the entire southeastern United States. Those opportunities present itself all throughout the southeast. So with the resources of Quail Forever and the support, that's going to be a tremendous opportunity for us. There's a lot of work to do, and I'm excited about getting started.
The question comes back to, Quail Unlimited. How much debt is still left? How much did you inherit? How much is left?
Well, Jim, we started off, we didn't have records. And again, that's a great question. So we just rolled our sleeves up and went to work. We were very determined. Our board was very supportive, and they are to be commended. That was a valiant effort that they gave. We didn't think we'd be here today. We thought we would succeed. The debt, as we knew it, was $1.2 million. And we worked tirelessly for the last 2.5 years to get that debt down to a level of about $300,000. One of the things that we experienced, and I made the statement we took 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards, there were people who were owed debts from 2007 and 2008 that began to surface. They began to call. And I guess maybe that's because, all of a sudden people would say, hey, this organization looks like it's going to make it. And when we thought we were at this water level with respect to debt service, all of a sudden the bar kept raising. And when that took place, our membership, and this is a membership-based organization, our membership realizes that, number one, we wanted to complete that task and recover. But when you kept moving the finish line farther and farther away, and when a very competent accounting office tells you it's time to stop, then you realize that you can't get back to the mission and the total reason that all of these volunteers who give of their time, who attend banquets, who do habitat work, the funds aren't there to do the work because the funds are going to support old debt service. And as I said, it's humbling. But I'm so glad that we have the opportunity to work with a great organization like Quail Forever. They've been friends in the conservation world for the whole time that Quail Unlimited has been in business. And personally, they've been friends of mine in the conservation world since I've been in this position. And they share the same passion. They just have the resources that Quail Unlimited hasn't had the last 2.5 or 3 years. So again, it's really, on the onset, it seems sad, but as I have stated, Quail Unlimited is just a name. Quail Unlimited is really the people. And now the people have a genuine opportunity to do the work they want to do. And for that, I'm so glad. And I'm so glad that this office and the efforts of the people here in Albany and Southwest Georgia can continue with great support.
Have you heard from any of your members and what has been some of their responses?
Again, great question. I've received a lot of calls. My voicemail is full. Most everybody has easy access to me, and I love it that way, just as it should be. So my cell phone has been real busy. Most all of the members are saying thank you. They're excited about the future. Certainly, there are members who have been, as I have since 1994, been members of a Quail Unlimited organization, and there's a little bit of a sadness in seeing that name go away. But every one of us knows it's just a name. The work that we intended to do in that organization now gets a real opportunity to get done. We get to make up for the last 2.5 years, and then some.
The debt that you have, the $300,000, who is that mostly to? What's going to happen to it?
Jim, that debt, it can't be serviced by the Quail Unlimited organization, obviously. And that debt is to different and various vendors that range all across the country. Some of those I never knew. I never knew what service they provided or what they even did for Quail Unlimited. They simply showed up on the payables list. And again, our board of directors, and myself included in this management team, we respected that. We intended to clear the slate. And we gave it a heck of an effort. But we couldn't continue when when that finish line and that bar kept getting raised. We were looking at another 5 to 7 years with the membership base that we have currently and the revenues that could be generated in the Quail Unlimited model. We were looking at another 5 to 7 years to retire that debt. And it's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do for the bird, and it's not the right thing to do for the membership.
The people that put on this year's celebrity hunt, I understand, did get paid. The people
Oh, yes,
that
sir.
saw it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Quail Unlimited had a heck of a reputation across the country as being one of the preeminent organizations that's fought for conservationship and education and things that dealt with natural resources, especially when it comes to quail. When you were putting together this year's celebrity event, how involved were the sponsors when it came to this new organization about Quail Albany, and was there any hesitancy for some of your national sponsors who said, well, like Kia, for instance, who said, well, we're big supporters of Quail Unlimited, but we'd like to give money to this new organization, but we're not sure what the reach is going to be and if we'll get the biggest bang for our buck. What did you tell those people, and were your sponsors aware that you were planning this big move?
Well, I don't know that anybody was aware what the outcome of the opportunity would be because were not aware. But as we went into the plans and preparations for this year's event, everyone was aware that this was Quail Albany. Let's start with our national sponsors first. Let's go to Winchester, for example. Winchester was the very first corporate partner of Quail Unlimited. They have remained in their support since I have been here through the toughest of times. They stayed by our side. They understood and welcomed the opportunity to be in Albany and to be the exclusive ammunition of the Celebrity Conservation Hunt event. You saw that they were still here. You saw Winchester's representative and friend Nathan Robinson was in attendance at the event. They actually displayed a brand new target load that they have come out with. It's a tracer load. It actually visualizes to the shooter where that shot column is going so that you can see if you missed, where you missed. So they were excited to be here. And let's look at Budweiser, for example. What great support Budweiser has given to their conservation partners, not just Quail Unlimited, but all their conservation partners across the country. And you look specifically in Albany, Georgia, at Albany Beverage Company, managed by Ricky Burdett. Their whole team in full support and full knowledge. If you notice the banner across the front of the stage on Saturday night at the Covey finale, and it was amazing to me that they produced that, by the way, out at their warehouse, their office, and it was all Quail Albany with bird dogs and Bob White quail head all across it. So the answer, and think you looked out in the crowd and you saw Beretta, Mountie Mize was here, Benelli, Gander Mountain. So they're all very supportive. They also, those national partners also have a relationship with Quail Forever and Pheasants Forever. And they recognize the strength of that organization. And they are extremely excited to see this opportunity continue for the Quail Unlimited members to be able to join Quail Forever and now have those resources and the support that they need. So locally, that support is steadfast. To say that, your reference to an automobile dealer, there was 5 automobile dealers that loaned 5 cars each, so we had 30 transportation vehicles. There's no way for us to thank them enough. And they support this celebrity conservation event because it is in Albany, Georgia. So it's needless to say that they support Quail Albany.
And you're saying obviously the celebrity hunt will be back next year.
Yes, sir.
And it will be, will it be a Quail Forever event, or will it be a Quail Albany event, or it doesn't matter?
Well, I don't know that it matters, so to speak, Jim. But the local hunt committee, which I was a part of for 9 years before stepping into this position, they worked tirelessly, as I stated earlier, to make sure that this event stays in Albany. They're proud, and we ought to be proud of them for all of their work. So we've anchored that. We've secured that event here. I think we exemplified that this year with the event. Record attendance, the best entertainment we've ever had at the nighttime and evening events. The properties were amazing. The hunts were amazing. The participation from the celebrities who came in, all in support of Quail Albany to this event. So I look forward to asking that question to Quail Forever, and we would welcome it being named a Quail Forever event. We're certainly comfortable with the efforts that we've given to ensure that Quail Albany can provide that event and sustain it every single year.